Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to week 2 of self-care and mindfulness Sunday. I am finally experimenting with micro needling. This is the first week. I have until December to write an article and I need to complete between 6 and 10 sessions with leaving 6 weeks gap in between. So I feel like I'm really running out of time. I was very scared and anxious about it. That's why it took me so long and I kept prolonging it, but it was finally time to get it done. And I know a few of you wanted to see what I'm working on, so I'm sharing it with you. I'll quickly explain what's happening in the video, and while you watch me torture myself, I will go ahead and talk about the mindfulness practice. As you probably noticed, I had just come out of the shower, I had cleansed my skin, and then I did use pure alcohol to make sure that everything is sterilized. I don't want to risk any bacterias, any infections, and also my tools, well, the head of the tool, the needles, were soaking in an alcohol solution as well. Then I applied hyaluronic acid serum on my face before doing the treatment. Ideally, I should have used collagen, but I couldn't find my collagen serum, which is another sign why I really need to declutter my skincare. I know I bought a new one just a few weeks ago, couldn't find it, so that's that. And then for the actual treatment, I'm using a head that has, I believe it's 0.22 ml for the face. It is specific head for the face. The kit comes with a few different heads. It has one for eyes and lip, one for body, so I'm using the face one, and they just differ in the number and length of the needles. Once I was done with the treatment, I again applied the same serum and then a deeply hydrating cream. Now for the treatment itself, it really wasn't as bad as I was expecting. It's not the most pleasant sensation. It is a bit uncomfortable, but it's not as painful as I thought. I did get very red and I do have almost like scratches across my chest, but I didn't have any bleeding, anything like that. So it was doable. And I guess you build tolerance over time. The places that don't have much flesh, like the forehead, the bridge of the nose, and around my collarbone, were more painful than the rest of it, where it's like fleshier. But that's very common. It's the same as if you've ever had a tattoo, you know, when the needles hit the bone, it hurts a lot more than when you have like a nice fleshy bit. The hardest part for me was to remember not to roll the roller. You only roll it in one direction and then you lift it and start again from the same starting point. You don't go back and forth. That was the only part I had to keep reminding myself. And the video is sped up, so I did take my time with each stroke. I will update you in future videos of how the healing goes and if I've noticed any difference, and then what difference I notice after future treatments. But that's enough for this. For now, I will move on to the mindfulness, and it's a practice that I actually really enjoyed. I think next week would be very beneficial for me because I really think it's a great starting point for anyone who wants to practice meditation in the future. So week 2 of the mindfulness book focuses on the importance of reflecting of what's happening in our surroundings, what's happening within our body, getting out of our head and focusing on the present. Encourages us to do a bit of journaling, maybe every day. Just sit down, choose one task that we've done during the day and write down how we felt, what we've experienced, just trying to get out of our heads, trying to get out of the ruminating state, and just think about our daily experiences and what emotions and physical sensations they bring to us. And on top of that, the weekly practice is to try and just lay down and examine our body and the emotions that we go through. And it has a really nice quote that says, "We can't think our way out of emotional distress." That's for people who, like me, are overthinkers and can get stuck in our heads. No matter how much we think about something, we can't get ourselves out of the distress that we might be experiencing. And also another quote I really liked, it says, "It is the act of tuning in that's important rather than what we discover." And to help with that, it has a practice called the body scan, where you lay down and you examine each and every part of your body separately. I have included that in my community section a few months ago. If you scroll down, you can find pictures from the book on the body scan and how to deal with any discomfort you might be experiencing. I hope you find this video useful. As always, it was an absolute pleasure spending the day with you, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow on a Monday for a fitness and a workout session. And I will be doing all of my measurements and explaining all the supplements I'm taking at the moment. Take care of yourselves. Bye.